Hi, welcome to my channel. In this video, I was swatching the Grabie watercolor pocket set. It comes with the essential set, the landscape set, the autumn set, the floral set, and the forest set. Each set has 12 colors, and they include a swatch card in the tin. The swatch card feels pretty nice. Feels like a good quality watercolor paper. The swatch card will come in handy when I travel with these color palettes. With watercolor, I have to swatch them before using. Looking at the dry colors, I couldn't possibly remember what they looked like when I used them with water. Here I started swatching with the essential set. I did pre-wet the palette by misting it with water. The palette felt pretty easy to re-wet. I think the next time I don't have to pre-wet it. I have the Grabie Watercolor 100 set, but I haven't used it in a while, so I'm unsure if these are of the same quality. The 100 set is way cheaper in comparison. From the information they share, these colors are supposedly more pigmented, but honestly, I can't tell the difference. I always thought the 100 set was easy to use as well. I guess the noticeable difference is that you get curated sets based on the subjects you like to paint. These tins are tiny and easy to travel with, but you will need a small palette since they don't have a color mixing area, unless you want to use the lid. One thing I noticed when I was swatching this was that the water I used to rinse my brush got cloudy faster than I was used to. I'm guessing it was due to the binder they used in the watercolor. I discovered this when I was away for a few days. Initially, I wasn't going to do a swatching and review video, but I couldn't find many reviews on YouTube before I purchased this. I thought a review could be helpful for people who are interested in trying the Grabie watercolor set. So, are these actually better than their typical big sets? Or are they simply repackaging the colors? Am I being dumb paying more because they put this in cute small tins? I'm not sure if this swatching section was enough for me to figure out the answer. I will probably need to bring out the bigger Grabie set for future video comparisons. And if you have already knew the answer, feel free to tell me in the comment area. Now let's continue. So here's the swatch of this essential set. And I see that they included some basic color, the cadmium yellow, and then the cadmium red. Looks more like orange on camera. And then the rose madder is kind of a pinkish red. It would be great that if they could have included a true red color. And then the sap green and then lemon yellow. And they have two blue, light blue and darker cobalt blue dip. And then the purple is really beautiful, royal purple. And then a lighter brown, burnt sienna and burnt umber. And instead of a typical Payne's gray, they have this neutral tint. I would say it's kind of like a bluish gray. And they also included white, not too opaque, but probably semi-opaque. And then this is the floral set. In this set, you see more brighter colors like the pink, the purple, the dark red that's not very dark. And then a beautiful orange color called Tangelo and a bright yellow. They do have one green and two blue. I guess you can mix your own green with the blue and the yellow. And then this is the landscape set. With the landscape set, I see kind of a three blue color. One is more like a teal color. And then you have the green, kind of an olive green, kind of more like a pickle green color. And then emerald color, looks more like a blue green. And then a deeper purple. For lighter color, you get greenish yellow and marigold color. And then ginger color and then wood color. Wood color is really beautiful. I love this shade of brown. And then this is the forest set. For the forest set, you get more greens. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 greens. You get one pickle green, moss green. Pickle green and moss green look very similar. And then pine and tropical rainforest. For tropical rainforest, the color is more of a bluish green. And then you do get 3 blue colors from light to dark. And then 3 brown tones and a brick color, reddish brown color. And then you also get a gray color. And then for this autumn set, you get many beautiful warm tones. Most of them are brownish color. Cinnamon brown and wood are quite similar. The dark moss green is beautiful. And then they also included a black. I think this is a beautiful color palette with all these brown tones and warm tones. And they also have 2 blue, one lighter blue, Maya blue, and one darker indigo blue. If you purchase all of them, you're going to see some duplicate color because I think I see pickle color in this set and then also in the landscape set. And then some colors are very similar, especially the browns. Since I noticed there are many colors that kind of similar to each other, so I decided to swatch them next to each other so that we can better see how similar they are. I have the swatch here and the color name and the set they belong to. I have these first three. I can say marigold and dark orange, they are similar. Dark orange is slightly warmer and citrine is darker but less saturated. And then I can see the copper color from the forest set and this, they are kind of similar. This one is slightly warmer. And then ginger and burnt sienna are similar as well. Ginger is more on the orange side and then burnt sienna is more brown. And then next, we have these reddish brown colors. They are kind of similar and identical in a way. The burgundy is more orange but extremely similar on paper to the brick color. And then let's look at the red tones. Unfortunately, none of these are really true red color. I think rose madder show up more red on this paper. And then the dark red and the ruby red, they are kind of more on the magenta side. Now let's look at the similar brown colors. I would say these 5 browns, they are identical. The bottom 2, they are darker. The wood and cinnamon brown. The pecan and dark brown, very identical. And then this is burnt umber, slightly on the warmer side. And then these are the 2 purple colors that I thought they were similar. I was very careful with my swatching to make sure I didn't mistakenly pick up the same color. Can you tell any difference through the camera? I think these 2 purple are identical. Did they just change the name and call it a day? And then these 2 blues are very similar as well. Blue sapphire is a little bit darker. Cobalt is a little bit lighter. The pickle green is more opaque. Moss green is slightly warmer. And then here are the navy and indigo, which are similar as well. So just to be aware that if you are buying these 5 sets of color thinking to carry them on your trip, you're going to be bringing many of the same colors. But if you buy them and you're thinking to just bring one individual set for your trip, I think this is a good choice. Limited color sometimes can force you to be more creative. Out of these 5 sets, if I have to pick one, I would say I would pick this autumn color set because I love brown colors and these browns they are unique and they are beautiful. I would definitely want to try to paint something with this set. The reason the essential set wasn't my first choice because it doesn't have a true red color, and then the colors look kind of basic and typical, very standard for most watercolor palettes. So I'm sure at this point people who love collecting watercolor already have a set like this. And if you really want to bring one more set with you, I would pick either the landscape or the floral. The floral will give you more option on the brighter colors, and the landscape give you more blues. The floral would be a better companion set for the autumn set. I think these 2 sets are great together. For the forest set, I feel like I'm seeing too many greens and they are kind of similar to each other. These 2 are similar, and then the pine and the tropical rainforest, they are a little similar as well. So that concludes my first impression review. I do enjoy using them. I think they are easy to wet and the color are enjoyable. I love this little tin. They are kind of cute and easy to carry around. I love to challenge myself with limited color palette. So I may pick each of them and paint something or use them in my coloring book soon. Thanks for joining me today for this quick review on the Grabie Travel Pocket Watercolor Set. Let me know your thoughts on these colors, and if you want to purchase a set from this, which one would you pick? Thanks for watching my video and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye!